I particularly don't want to be restricted to any specific area geographically that restricts my movement. Because even if you make a lot of money, for example, or you're rich on a job, you're still restricted on what you can do. You can't just up and pick and choose to go somewhere, fly to this country or do that or travel for however long as you want. You can get permission, seek it, schedule a date, get some off time, use some PTO, all these types of stuff. I don't like that. That's not freedom to me. It's kind of like a plantation mentality.
Warning, viewer discretion is advised. The content, viewed as an educational material you are about to experience, could challenge your belief, trigger strong emotions, and frankly, piss you off. This isn't for everyone. If you're not ready to confront new ideas, or if your feelings bruise easily, this might be the time to click away. Expect to be challenged, to think, and you might even want to scream at the screen. Proceed with caution, and remember, you chose to be here. Let's get it.
Assalamu alaikum, peace. I'm Coach Nazir, one of the founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as one of the authors of the book, Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored. If you don't have your copy, make sure you get it. I want to share with you something that's extremely important. That's faith, family, finances, and freedom. That's a philosophy I live by. And under that comes many things. But one of the things I get questioned, clients ask me, students ask, as well as just other people in the comment section on social media. How important is it to be rich? How much money do you need to make in order to practice polygyny? Now, the answer, like the answer to most questions, is it depends. It depends on where you're living. So, for example, I'm from the States. So in Alabama or Mississippi, the prices are going to be different than in New York, LA, or Chicago, or even Wisconsin. All right, so it's relative. You can be renting for a lesser price. I'm not going to say cheaper, a lesser price in Houston than you would be in Miami. So it really depends on where you are. And then on the other side of the same spectrum, if you will, is if you're in Kenya or if you are in Morocco or Malaysia or Egypt, you'll pay even less for renting something, or you'll get a whole lot more at the same rate. So for example, in Malaysia, you spend $1,500 per month, $1,500 on rent, you're likely going to have a house with multiple levels, like 3 levels, and it likely will have an elevator and probably about a quarter to half an acre of land. That's super dope. If you're in Milwaukee, you will probably be in the hood and be very concerned about your safety. If you're in Chicago, similar. You're in New York, you're not finding anything. In LA, you're not going to find anything. All right? It's highly unlikely to find anything livable, just even for that rate. So it's difficult to really quantify how much. Do you have to be rich? Yes. You have to be rich in emotional resilience. Okay? So on the emotional side or the intangibles, yeah, you need to be rich. You just can't be average. You need to be that Bentley, that Aston Martin. You need to be that dream car in these areas. Now, financially, yeah, it depends. Now, I'm a strong believer and proponent of the man needs to take care of his business. He's already classified as the men are considered qawamun, right? So we are the ones who stand up for women. We are the ones who protect, provide, maintain all of these things for women. 100% is what is our responsibility. Now, I'm not talking about 100%, like, oh, you take 100% of this and da-da-da. They don't pay anything. If they want to have their money and spend it on phone bills and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. 100% of what we know it is. I'm not going to get into this 50-50 battle and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So people say, well, do your wives work? My wives don't work a job. No. See, one of the things when I talk about freedom and then attaching that freedom to finances is that I particularly don't want to be restricted to any specific area geographically that restricts my movement. Because even if you make a lot of money, for example, or you're rich on a job, you're still restricted on what you can do. You can't just up and pick and choose to go somewhere, fly to this country or do that or travel for however long as you want. You can get permission, seek it, schedule a date, get some off time, use some PTO, all these types of stuff. I don't like that. That's not freedom to me. It's kind of like a plantation mentality. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with that if that's where you start. But if that's where you want to end and you say you want to travel and have freedom, that's not the thing. So my question to ask you is, what do you sell? What do you sell? You might say, Coach Nyla, I don't sell anything. All I have is a job. My response to that, I would say, you're selling your time. You're selling your life. Your life is made out of bits of time. That's why everything seems so expensive, because you have to work so long to get it, which means you are spending and giving of your life to earn some type of funds to buy something. So things look expensive. That to me is wild. When I understood that, I was like, things have to change, but it's not the things. I had to change in order to have things change. So if you're making, let's say $25,000, $35,000, $50,000 per year, that's considered a high ticket sale. The difference is you deliver the service over a year. So you feel that you're broke. You might do a week at a time. You pay weekly or every 2 weeks or just weekly period, WEAKLY, with a job. Let's say you're making $25,000 a year, and you're likely making more than that, right? So this is what, $2,000 a month, a little over $2,000 a month, right? So you're making $2,000 a month. Well, that's a high ticket sale. You might work 40 hours a week. That's your delivering on it. See, you sold an employer to hire you to pay to this amount that you agreed to because you're showing up to work every day. You're clocking in, you're clocking out. That's a high ticket sale. You sold yourself. Now, when you sell yourself to something, back in the day, that was considered slavery. Not saying you're a slave or a wage slave or anything like that. I just know the language that's being used. I used to consider it having to go to the plantation. So I don't know where you are in your life, but maybe you should sell something different. Maybe you should go from the bottom level to the top level. Figure out solutions to problems. Maybe monetizing your mind and recognizing that the internet is actually a global marketplace where you can earn income from anywhere in the world, which for me is important to my freedom. So I'm not locked into a specific area. And now with the tools that we have, I can literally stand up in a whole different country, 14 hours away from my home time zone, speak to you very quickly, upload it. You get that information, put it somewhere that will host it for free. And they're partnering with me saying, listen, if you get eyeballs on this channel on our website, we'll pay you a portion of the advertising fees. Dig that. We live in a partnership age where a multi-trillion-dollar corporation is willing to partner with me and with you, because if you're empowering people to give them great content, you keep eyeballs on their site, you get paid. That's just one way to earn something while you're trying to find freedom. If you want to expedite that a little bit, kind of see what I offer to private clients, you want to see some case studies of people making multiple 5 figures a month after only worked with me for a few months, then comment MMM below. I'll send you a link. You can check out the case studies. And if it makes sense to you, we can get on the phone and see if I can help you take things to the next level where you can achieve that freedom and do as you wish. So with that being said, doing as you wish, when you want, with who you want, where you want, is an infinite ROI. That peace of mind and security that comes with that matters. So if that makes sense, then understand, probably make dollars and other stuff too. All right, it's hot. It's very humid. I'm gonna wrap this video up. But if you stuck in this long to get to the end of the video, what I want you to put below is money matters. If you're on YouTube, put money matters. If you want to see what's going on with me, what I teach my private clients when it comes to money, you qualify, comment MMM on Facebook and IG, and I will reach out to you. Or if you're on YouTube, then hit me on IG. Outstanding Relationships. All right, y'all. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.